A lot of times people come to me and they think they're genuinely doing an amazing job with their retirement strategy. They're trying to pay off their home, they're putting money in their 401ks or their qualified plans, trying to maximize that match the best way they possibly can. They're trying to do and make every decision that they think is right. But also a lot of times people don't have the answers to the four most important questions that they really need to have the answer to. If they're looking for clarity, if they're looking for certainty, if they're looking to make sure that their short-term and long-term overall retirement plan is on point, on track, and something that's really going to work for them. And so if you don't have the answers to these four most important questions, get with whoever you need to get the answers, because without them, you're really shooting from the hip. You have no way of knowing whether or not what you're currently doing is right and where you're currently wanting to go is right, and or if it's going to get you there. Hi, my name is Jim Stryker, and I help people recover at least $1 million that they're transferring away unknowingly and unnecessarily. So I can help them recover those transferred dollars to help them solidify their retirement goals, all without impacting their current lifestyle or having to take on any market risk. So question number one is this: what rate of return do you have to earn on your savings and your investment dollars to be able to retire at your current standard of living and have your money last throughout your entire life expectancy, adjusted with inflation and taxation? If we were on the phone and you were like, well, I would ask you, do you know the answer to this question? And you probably would say, well, no. Or I'd be like, take a guess. And you'd be like, 10. And I'd be like, okay, great. Just write that down. Let's go on to the second question. Because I know you don't know the answer, so I'm not going to beat you up knowing that you don't know it. I've talked to 1,000 people, or maybe more. Now, no one knows the answers to any of these questions. Not even most of the financial advisors out there, CPAs, or anybody. Like, nobody knows, right? So it's sort of like a weird process to be able to take people through something that I know they don't know the answer to, but it's really what makes me valuable to them, is being able to provide the answers to these very complicated, very, difficult questions in 15 minutes. How much do you need to save on a monthly or annual basis to be able to retire at your current standard of living and have your money last throughout your entire life expectancy, adjusted with taxation and inflation? People will be like, well, I don't know, should I be saving $2,000 a month? Should I be saving $5,000 a month? Should I be saving $800 a month? Well, we don't know, right? But if you are saving money, quote, and you don't know how much you're supposed to be saving, right? Are you saving too much or too little? Well, I don't know. I want to get you the answer, but right now you don't have it. So let's just keep going. Let me ask you the third question. Doing what you're currently doing now, how long will you have to work to be able to retire and live your current lifestyle to life expectancy, adjusted with taxation and inflation? So this would be another one where people would say, well, I want to retire at 65. And I'd be like, well, I hope that you can. But once we get the answers to this, I might show you 70 or 77. Or you might be so far ahead where you can go 56 or 58 or 60 or whatever. But if you don't know at what age you can retire, I know when you want to retire, that's different. But what can you, right? And the fourth question, if you don't do anything different than what you're currently doing today in terms of saving for your retirement, how much will you have to reduce your standard of living at your retirement to have your money last throughout your life expectancy, adjusted with inflation and taxation? So in other words, if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you're getting, right? But you might be able to retire at 65 when you want to, but you might not be able to retire at the same level of spending. So if you're making $100,000 today and you say, hey, I want to spend the equivalent of $100,000 at my retirement. Okay, well, it has to be adjusted with taxation and inflation, but maybe you haven't done a good enough job or have enough time to be able to get there. So I might say, well, you could retire when you want to, but you're going to have to reduce your standard of living 20%, 30%, 40%. And the danger of doing that is you can't eat where you want to eat, you can't travel where you want to travel, whatever, right? But you might have to do that depending on where you're at with your retirement plan. It only takes about 15 or 20 minutes to get the answers to these four most important questions. And if you want to know the answers, to have a good plan, to have certainty and clarity on your overall financial picture, I can give you the answers. It's what I enjoy doing. I love to help people better understand where they're at financially, where it is that they want to go for their retirement plan. Book a free, no obligation consultation with me on the website link below, and I'll see you there.